So I actually was going to move my stuff, but I have been sitting on the floor for the past like hour and a half because I actually booked over 20, I think I'm at 25 new facials that I have booked with the post that I did on Facebook, and some of them wanting to send facials to their moms or, you know, different people. And I just was like, well, let's do you too. Okay. So this is, you know, this is my hot mess right now. Not all of them. So anyway, I just propped you up just so I could kind of show you that, you know, it doesn't have to look perfect, right? When you're doing this sort of thing, but that wasn't necessarily what I'm training on, but I just wanted to show you that it doesn't have to look perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect, right? I think the key is just starting, right? I think sometimes we get so caught up in our head that, oh, I'm not good at that. But here's the deal. This is what I truly believe. I believe that this is forcing everyone to learn how to use technology. And I believe that there are people out there that would have loved this earlier before Corona, but we didn't give that as an option. How many people have you tried to book that you just haven't been able to get? Like maybe they'll book and then they don't show. Oh my goodness, my day has been crazy. I had a long day at work, you know, all that stuff. How many of you have tried to book them for a Tuesday night or whatever, and they either have booked and then you know, you can come off mute or you can text in the chat. But how many of you have either booked and then they rescheduled and then booked and then, you know, canceled or whatever? Or just, yes, I'd love to, but just, I'm too busy now, do it another time, right? And I feel like learning how to do Zoom, we were forced into it, right? I already kind of was into technology, but it's forcing everyone to get comfortable with technology. And we are stuck at home, people. This is the best time to figure out technology right now. The best time, okay? There is no better time because you're home and you have to do it anyway. So figure out, even if you don't want to do a facial right away, learn how to do Zoom and say, hey, sister, cousin, friend, mother, whatever, I want to do a Zoom call. I need to figure it out. So will you hop on, just like if you were to do a FaceTime or a video through Facebook, hop on and learn how to do Zoom before you actually have to use it in a facial. Okay. So I want you to practice this week, and I want to hear how you guys do. Okay. So first of all, what I'm going to show you, I have my link for the, let's see. I have a consultant that's asking for a link tonight, and so I'm trying to copy and paste it really quick. Okay, so if we have, have you all downloaded Zoom on your phone or computer, wherever you would use it?
Yes.
Hopefully you have, because you're on here, right? So you should be able to log in and you should see, okay, I have to turn down the brightness of it. I feel like my camera, hold on. There, is that better? Okay. And then if you ever want to show something on your screen, you have to turn the brightness down. Have you ever tried to like show it like this and then nothing shows up? That's why. So you have to turn the brightness down. So if you pull it down, not that way. Okay. So like if I have it all the way up, you guys can hardly see it, right? If I turn it down, you can see it. Okay. So just food for thought. If you ever needed to do that, that's how you do it. So what you're going to do is you're going to find the icon of Zoom right here, and you're going to click on it. And you should be able to log in, and it will show you this. Usually it will show you this first screen. Can you see that? Okay. So the way that you create your own meeting, right, is down here. Well, you can do it across any of these buttons right here. Okay. So this one is new meeting. This one is join, schedule, and share screen. If you wanted to show someone your phone or computer. And it looks the same on your computer. It's just on, it's just like on the top bar as opposed to right here. And anyway, okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna click new meeting, or you're going to click schedule, okay? So if you knew the time that you're going to schedule a meeting, just click the schedule button right here, okay? Then it's asking you, first you can name it. So if you wanted to name it Susie's party or Shanna's party, Ashley Bloomfield's party, like whatever, then you know which link you already set up for the correct time, right? So that you can click on it. It's not really difficult to figure out which one is which, but just for your sanity, then you can do that, right?
Can I
So
ask a question? Sorry.
Yes, go ahead.
So after, like, let's say you set up 4 or 5 of them, is there somewhere that it shows like Susie's party, Ashley's party, Bobby's party,
Yes.
and then you can just click on? Nice.
Yes. So I'll show you where it shows up
Okay.
in just a second. So you can name the meeting whatever you want. So I'll say Ashley's party. And then you figure out that there's the start time right here. I know it's backwards for you, but it's the very first thing after you say name the meeting. Then it says starts. So you're going to schedule it Friday at 7 p.m. Okay. You're going to click duration, which honestly, it doesn't really matter. I've had it where you click an hour and it goes over, and it's not like it automatically stops you. So, but I've clicked 2 hours just cause I don't know why.
Another question.
Yes.
Do you pay for this, or are you doing the free one?
So, okay. So Pam Shaw, sorry, I forgot to mention that. So Pam Shaw sent out a link saying, sign up for Working Live with Zoom. Normally, I guess it's $15 a month, but she made a group deal that's $10 a month. So you can pay for that. But after I paid for it, then I found out that Zoom was basically doing it. You should be able to do all the things that you can do on the free one without having to pay, but you get the extra, where that you don't have to do it less than an hour, because that was one of the free things. It was like you couldn't go over 45 minutes or something like that. So right now you should be fine to use the free version and you won't have to pay.
But so let's say I'm doing the free one and I click 30 minutes, it will or will not cut me off. Or if I click 2 hours and it's only free, will it cut me off?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes, it will. On the free version, it will cut you off after an hour. So it tells you, I use this for my work, and we just had to pay for ours because we had to start doing so many virtual meetings.
And they're not allowing it for the free version, because okay, all right.
Not for the free
I've
version.
heard it
We
both
had a meeting
ways.
cut off last week. So
Okay.
the free version tells you can't go over 40 minutes. It will actually let you go up to an hour, but
Up to
at
an
an
hour.
hour,
Okay.
it cuts you off.
Okay, so I thought you guys were safe. You can do the party within an hour for sure.
Yeah.
But if you wanted to pay the $10 for it, to me, this is how you're working your business. So $10, I was like, okay, I'm definitely going to do that, and
Mhm.
even going forward, I would probably want to do it as well. But you can make a decision at that point, whether it's worth it to you, or you'll just like taper it down and see if you can do it within the 45 minutes to an hour. To me, I've done multiple Hydra sessions that are 40 minutes to an hour, and I haven't ever really gone over that. But I haven't been doing full marketing during that period of time either. So if you were gonna talk later or do a little bit longer, then you might have to decide at that point if it was worth it. But for me, the $10, I was like, yeah, done deal, I'm fine. But you guys can decide whether you want to do that or not.
Sorry, I've just heard so many different things back and forth. I just wanted to
Well,
clarify.
I had read that they had said that it would be free during Corona. So, but I had already paid, so there was no way of me like testing that theory, right? So thank you, Bobby, for letting us know that. So anyway, if you want to go over an hour, then yes, you would need to pay the $10, and we can post that link so you can sign up for it. And it was really easy. Basically, it's still using Zoom, but they're like, it's a secondary company that did like a group thing, and that's what Working Live is. So you're still using Zoom, but you like pay through it, you know, like you signed up through Working Live to get that discount for Zoom. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Okay. All right. So now we're back to, you know, scheduling a meeting, right? So I would say, you know, 2 hours. It says time zone. So it obviously it will change to Mountain Standard, you know, automatically. But if you were doing a Zoom with someone else, then you would want to change it to their time. But honestly, I would keep it at your time so you know for sure what time it is, and they have to like figure it out on their end, just so you don't get confused when you're looking at it. But you know, that's just me. You can do it either way. But then here, right below time zone, can you see right there?
It's kind of blurry for me
Yeah.
anyway.
It kind of is. I don't know if it's because maybe I had the brightness down too low. Can you see that now?
It's a little bit
Okay.
better. It's
Okay,
still
anyway,
blurry, but
it's backwards anyway. So right here underneath time zone, if you're on a computer or your phone, you can look at this on your other device if you want. But anyway, there's I'm also streaming it on Facebook Live. Oh, I forgot to record it. I still should be able to, yeah, anyway. So okay, so you're going to, this is where you can do a repeat meeting or class. So like for Tuesday nights, how we have the same link for, you know, Tuesday night meetings, you can make it recurring either once a day, once a week, you know, whatever you want. And you just change the repeat. It says every day, every week, every 2 weeks, every month, every year. So it just, you can have it repeat at, you know, whatever schedule you want. If you have a calendar, you can sync it to your calendar. No, I'm not showing. Anyway, so you can sync it to your iCalendar. And then down here, a lot of people are getting, changing it and getting confused. And this is where I enabled the waiting room too. So right here, it says required password. Unless you want to have to send a password and have them remember to get in, there, honestly, for what we do, there's no reason to have a password. There's nothing that's like super scary information that if someone gets, our world is over, you know, like they can't steal our business or anything, you know, we're giving them a facial. So I would never click password unless it was with something else that you were doing. Okay. And even then it would have to be super secure that I would even do it. The problem that I had is I clicked in enable waiting room. Ooh, yeah, you can't see it anymore. I clicked enable waiting room. And that was last week. You know how I had to keep entering, oh, there. See how it says enable waiting room right here? I had enabled waiting room because I was thinking that that meant that even if I didn't get on first, that it would have a waiting room that everyone could be in before I started the group. Obviously that was not the case. So I'm not doing that again. So don't ever, it automatically is turned off, but don't ever, I wouldn't recommend unless you have, you can, the only reason why you would want to do that is if you have back-to-back facials that you want to give the same link to everyone, and you would just not let them enter until you were done with the previous facial. Does that make sense?
Angela?
Yes.
So I'm just wanting to clarify.
Oh, Michelle.
So if you, yeah, it's Michelle, sorry. If
That's
you
okay.
don't put the enable wait room, then when they click on the link, they automatically join in and we don't have to wait for anybody to get added, right?
Yeah, if you have enable waiting room, if you don't have enable waiting room, everyone just comes in when they click on the link. If you put enable waiting room, then you can't get in until the host approves it. So,
Thank you.
yeah. Okay. So, but like I said, that would be beneficial if you want to give one link and you're doing back to back to back to back, and you just want to make sure that you can stay on there. You don't have to re-click a different link. You don't have to go search or anything like that. Okay. So that's how you start a meeting. Then you're going to hit done. Now this is obviously on my phone, but if you did it on your computer, it would look similar. Okay. So, and then it will ask you if you want to add the event to your calendar. So you can either add it or not. And then you're going to see your home screen like this. Okay. So where you're going to find it is down here under meetings. So it's the second one. You see that. Okay. So it's the second one over. There's the chats, meetings, contacts, and settings. Okay. So you're going to click meetings. And now look, I have my Tuesday, and then I have Ashley's party right here. Okay. Now, how are you going to send out the invite? This is where a lot of people, okay, I scheduled it. I don't know. Right. So I'm going to show you. So you're going to click on Ashley's party. And it's going to look like this. Okay. You're going to say add invites. Now, to me, I wish they just had it on the main screen, like click for the link or whatever, but it doesn't say that. You have to say add invites. And then it will show you this: send email, send message, or copy to clipboard. Okay. You can send a message, but I always just copy to clipboard. And then I go to whoever I need to message it to, and it will have the link. Now, one of the things that it does, I'll show you in a new text. It will have this really long text. Have you ever seen Zoom ones where they send this and it's like this long? Have you seen that? Okay, I hate that. You can
Yes.
absolutely send that, right? And there's nothing wrong with it, but there is a link down here at the very bottom that says, find your local number, and it's a link. And so some people click on that link instead of the actual Zoom meeting link. So if people aren't tech savvy, to me, it's more confusing than ever. And if you can't have video, then that's why the phone numbers are there, right there, right there. But everyone has like video nowadays. So, and the reason why you're doing it is so you can see people. So most people aren't just going to dial in with their phone number. And so I don't even give them that option. Okay. So what I do is I go, oh goodness. Okay. So the join the Zoom meeting is right here, right? I am going to select everything below that. And I'm going to delete it. Because honestly, they don't need the meeting ID number because they don't. All they need is the link, right? The only reason why they need the meeting ID number is if they were going in by themselves without the link. And most people, like, they just want to click on the link anyway. And so it will say topic, Ashley's party, 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and then it gives you the link. And that's what I would send as a Zoom link to everyone else. You can send the big thing if you want, but I'm, just thoughts and suggestions as to people that have had issues. That's one of them, is because they click on that bottom link because they think that's the Zoom link and it's not. Okay. So have I lost anyone yet?
Do you just say, so you clicked invite or whatever, add invitees or whatever, and then you just deleted half or like all of it except for that first part? Is that what you said you did? Okay.
Yep.
Sorry, I lost you in between.
Yep. No, I just deleted all the phone numbers and the other link and all that stuff. Because to me, that looks like a whole lot of crazy and hard. And it looks difficult, right?
Yeah,
For whatever
yeah.
reason, just because there's more information. Like, wait, which one am I supposed to click on? Don't do that. Just send them the link. Okay.
Yeah.
So in my opinion, that's what I would do, to try to make things simple for them. Okay.
Okay.
So
I have one thing I would love to point out. Hopefully I won't confuse anybody, but simplify. If you're setting up a party, do exactly what Angela said. If you're doing like an interview with one person, or like you need to just do a little team chat with a couple people, and you're like, hey, let's just Zoom, then I'm going to teach you this little shortcut. I've been doing Zooms with my siblings almost daily. Most of you know my mom fell and broke her arm so bad that she needed a complete shoulder replacement surgery. So anyway, I've had a sister quarantined in Idaho. And so we do almost daily Zooms to coordinate things and talk about things and update, and because mom needs 24/7 care right now. So anyway, my siblings are like, I'll just text them a quick link. We'll be like, let's jump on Zoom, and I'll text them a link. They're like, how did you do that? And I just found it on accident. So if you go over to the second, let me back up. Okay, you open your Zoom, and then where Angela told you, you find what meetings you have scheduled. If you click on meeting right there, it'll say what your personal meeting room is. You say send invitation, and I click on send message. And then I just say who I want to send it to. Like, I'll just send it to Angela right now, just so you guys can see. There's Angela, and I'm sending her the link. Now look at the text I just sent Angela. All she has to do is open her text and click, and it'll take her right to my Zoom, which I'm already in right now. So, or we're not in mine actually, but this takes to my Zoom room. So
Yeah.
that way, if you're just doing, now if you're doing a party, you put it on the calendar, you schedule it, you set it up, you invite lots of people. But if you just want to send a quick link to coordinate with your family or do an interview, like I say, or somehow with your director, just send them a quick little text. So do you guys remember? You go to open Zoom, and then second, sorry, now I'm in my second one from the bottom. It says meetings, and then just send invitation. And it just sends them just the little text. It's pretty handy. So keep
Yeah.
that in mind for just quick use, but parties, do it the other way.
Yeah, I was gonna go over that. Thanks, Sherry. The other thing that I wanted to show you is if you wanted to make your Zoom account easy for people to remember, I don't know if you guys know, but you can change your ID to your phone number. Shut up. Okay. So I want to show you at the top of my meetings. Can you see the website right there? And the fact that it says zoom.us/my/ and then my first letter A and then my phone number. And so if I wanted someone to send a link, like an easy Zoom, the way that Sherry was talking about, all I would have to do is send them that. And they would be able to get in a Zoom
Angela,
easy with me. What?
sorry, that when you were holding your phone up, it blocked the speaker, so we didn't catch what you were saying. Sorry.
Oh, I said, if you wanted to change your ID, you can to your phone number. So then you wouldn't have to think about what Zoom link, even though it is really easy to send that way. So you don't necessarily have to. You can change it under settings. But for most of you, you're not going to be able to, remember, the whole long, zoom.us/ unless you start using it more often, and then it might be easier to do that. And you can just say, just know that my meeting ID number is A and then my phone number. And that's all that they would need to know. I know. Whoop, whoop.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So anyway, if you need to go into any of them, right, you're going to click on them and you're going to say add invitees, right? So no matter what, you can add invitees right there, okay? And if you want to save like our meeting, you need to select it and click save or add to meetings or something like that. I can't do it because those are all mine that I started. Okay, so meetings, contacts, did I go over that? And then settings is where you would, not settings, I did it on my computer. So I'm trying to figure, oh, there. So it's under, if you wanted to change your ID, meeting ID, you click the settings button that's right here. It's hard for me to like see in the camera. Right there, okay? Just at the bottom. You click settings, and then at the top, it's gonna, if you added your picture, it would be there. If not, it's just gonna be up here. You're gonna click profile. And can you see where it says personal meeting ID? That's where you're gonna change it. You can erase it and then change it.
There you go.
Oh, does someone have a question? Okay, so I just wanted to show you that really quick. Let's see, did I go over everything that I wanted to go over? Does anyone have any
How about,
questions?
Angela, how about mute and unmute
Oh, yes, yeah.
like that?
Okay,
Chat.
so, oh, what was I gonna do? How was I gonna do that? Oh, okay. Sherry, I'm gonna go into that Zoom. I don't know if you need to be there. If you do, will you start it on your phone and then just mute it so it doesn't echo into the phone? Okay, so this is how it will first see, right? When you first join, it tells you call using internet audio. Lindsay has a background of the Golden Gate Bridge or something like that. You should. Oh, you guys, I don't know if you can all see her. Let's see, right here. Unmute. She's fabulous.
Oh my.
Okay.
Okay, I missed that. How did she get some exam? Put myself on a beach.
It says change background.
This virtual background.
Yes.
Yeah, virtual background. Okay, so I'm going to call using internet audio, right? And then it says, you know, who I'm supposed to be on the call with, right? Down at the bottom, this is mute. Oh, I have to keep clicking it. Okay, mute, video, share, participants, and more, okay? So if you need to mute, it's on this far left, right there. It goes red when you're muted. If you are not muted and it's white, that means we can hear you, okay? A lot of people forget to put things on mute, and everyone has to say, everyone, make sure you're muted. Everyone, make sure you're muted. And you see who's not muted on the screen. Like, anyway, so mute yourself if you need muting.
How?
you wanna-
I'm sorry.
ahead.
Keep going. How do you make it so you don't like? You know how you can make a still picture of yourself or like a no picture of yourself? How do you do that?
You just stop video. So right next to it is video.
Okay.
That means I'm not video. It would show my picture. So Sherry, unclick your stop video.
Okay, but how do you put the still picture of yourself?
You have to add it. So you
Okay,
go
okay.
to,
Because I don't like that.
you don't like what?
I don't like to be like, I'm like, I don't always want to know what everyone's like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you're listening and it's like, okay, well,
Yeah, you don't want to be on video. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I did that. So honestly, you don't have to have your own picture up there. Like Dana, she doesn't have a picture added, but it will say her name.
okay.
So you can still hit stop video at any time. Like if you were to do that right now, it would just have your name on there.
Yeah, and I saw that. I was just wondering how people did their photograph. And I've done it where I just have just that, you know, but I was wondering how it was the picture.
I believe you just do it on profile.
Okay,
Yeah, you just do it on profile.
perfect.
What?
Thank you, dear.
Who is
You
asking?
go into your settings on if you're on your phone.
Yeah, you go into settings and then it's profile.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. Thanks, dear.
Okay, so then the other way you can do share content. Okay, hold on. Okay, so it's saying, okay, screen, photos, iCloud Drive, Box, Dropbox. Like if you wanted to show them something that you were working on, then that's where you're going to do it. Okay, so if I wanted to show her my screen, then I would do that. If I want to show you, let's see. If you want to see who's participating, you click participants and see how it just shows me and Sherry. Okay. That's all that is. And then down here on the bottom, the 3 dots is more. Okay. If you're on your computer, all of this is going to be on the very bottom of your screen. But if not, then there's still a more button, and it's the more 3 dots. And if you need to find anything, that's where it's going to be. Okay. So if you're on your phone, if you want to find the chat feature, you click more. Okay. And the top one is chat. Then there's settings, minimize meeting, virtual background. That's where she did that, right? And then you can raise your hand like, can I please talk? Okay, so all of that should be pretty easy. But then I wanted to show you something else that you can do. I'm going to leave this with Sherry. Okay, I'm leaving the meeting, Sherry. Don't feel sad. Okay. Okay, so what I'm going to show you is something that you can do in your parties. If you wanted to show pictures of, the power party pictures, and you don't want to hold it up, you can go into a file and share your screen. Okay, so you guys know you can do that. So what I did, I'm going to show you my screen. Okay. Okay. Oh, I have so many things open. Totally forgot that. Okay. So here's my screen. I created a folder on the front of my screen. You can do it anywhere, but to me, I want it to be easy access if I'm going to share screen, right? So you're going to click here, create a file that has anything that you want to show them during a party. Okay. So my roll-up bag, I'm going to be showing it so it looks crisp and clear so they're not confused. Now, I am putting my roll-up bag closing sheet in the facial things that I'm like mailing, right? But if you didn't send samples, or even if you did, I'm going to want to pull it up and show them, right? So then it's going to pull this up, and I'm going to put it on the big screen, and I'm going to say, okay, here it is. This is the repair set. It's the Botox in a box set. It counts as 4 sets, right? You're pointing to each one. They can see what you're talking about, right? This is the naturally set. It counts as 3 sets. It's all what we talked about. Ready? Miracle set, Clear Proof. You can go through. All the Hydra Session is on the top 5, sets on the top, and it counts as 267. It's 267. But if you want to add any of our skincare sets tonight, then you can add that and do the create a roll-up bag, right? And obviously you're going to close the create a roll-up bag the exact same way. 4 sets, 199. You want to, this is in the way. Okay, there. So you're going to make sure that it's all so you can see, right? Princess of Quite a Lot, you get the roll-up bag at half price. You can get up to 272 value, all that stuff. Okay. So you can show anything on here. Okay. So I would do the roll-up bag. Oh, I want to show them my Waverly folders. I'm going to go through the Waverly pictures and they're not going to look at me. You don't necessarily want to show that part. So if you want to, you can already have it set on your home screen as to what pictures you want to show and have them ready to go. Right. So right now you can see this right here, right? All the the faces that I'm seeing. Okay, so then you're going to scroll down. This is our botanical set. It's anti-aging, blah, 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 right? I would minimize that a little bit. Okay, so that when you show the pictures, it can all be on one screen at the same time. So you want to make sure that it's all set for that, right? So Clear Proof set, you to go over that, right? Charcoal mask. This is before and after. It's 7 days, okay? Any of these things that you want to show, have in that folder, okay?
Angela, am I correct in thinking that all you did was click on the green arrow share screen, right?
Yes. Okay, so, well, all you do is click on share screen, but then you'll get 10 or 12. I wonder how I can do this. Do I have a mirror? I could probably just do it in the camera. That's what I'll try to do. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. So really quick, I'm going to say stop share. Ooh, that's awesome. Okay. So, but you wouldn't be, well, you would. Okay, so you're gonna click down here. You can see that, right?
Angela, turn your camera around. We're looking at your face and it's very beautiful.
Thanks. I was like, why can't you see it? Duh. Okay. Can we get the angle? I don't know. Let's see. Okay. This is, trial by error. Can you see anything right there?
Yeah, I can see you in your computer. I mean, like the reflection or whatever. So yeah, you're doing it.
Can you see, okay, can you see down here?
Taskbar. I can see.
Yeah, the taskbar.
Yeah.
Can you see this green button, the share screen?
Yeah.
You're going to click share screen. This is what it's going to look like. Okay.
The sound effects are making me happy, Angela.
Okay. It's not working quite right. Okay. I took a picture of it and then I will show you. I'm just going to exit out of that.
So
Okay.
are you the only person as the host that can share a screen, or like could I just all of a sudden flip up a picture of something?
If I've enabled it, so the way that you can change the advanced settings, if for whatever reason you want to do that, like if we were doing a group party and we had different directors teaching and they wanted to show different things on their computer, then I would need to enable that, which I believe on our Tuesday nights I did enable that so that we could possibly do it. Because you still have the share screen button on your board, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Sherry, why don't you try it? Share screen and then show us what's on your screen.
Okay, let's see.
Baptism by fire.
Yeah.
If that makes you too nervous and you don't want to, that's fine.
No, it's fine. It's just, it's not taking me to like my hard drive. It's saying whiteboard or iPhone or.
Yes, so it will say screen. You have to click this screen one.
That's
The one, it's
you.
usually in the top left.
Yes, that's you. So I will share it.
There, see? So it really isn't hard. You just make sure, basically, if you want to share your screen, you leave it where it is and it's just on screen, right? There are a few other options that you can share something specific and not be your full screen, like share what's in your publisher, share what's in your,
I would
whatever.
really want whatever I'm going to share on my desktop so that I don't then have to go like.
Yes, you don't have to go
in
hunting for it. Yeah,
folders.
that's the reason
Okay.
why I created that other folder. So you want to have a folder on your, desktop for that. And just so it's quick and easy, right?
My mind's
So-
blown. Who else is with me? We can show the Waverly Way pictures and it's easy.
Exactly. So, I mean, when I was doing it, I held it up and they could see it just fine. But if you wanted to have it be crisp and clear and you wanted to be off camera for a little bit,
Flare or there's a, yeah.
yeah, then go ahead and share your screen. There's no, that's nothing wrong, right? The other thing you could do is this is another thing, is if you wanted to show marketing video, share screen, click on the marketing video and have them watch it.
So many things. Who wants to come over and set me all up? So I just have to click things.
It's not difficult, Ashley. You just, okay, here, I'll show something. Oh no, I have to share screen. Okay, hold on. For all of you guys, where did I go? Okay. Do you know how to set up a folder on your desktop? Do you guys know how to do that?
Yeah, desktop, not my phone, but my desktop.
Well, but
Well-
are you going to use your laptop or are you going to use your phone for it?
Well, okay, sorry. So I have all my things like Dropbox and all that stuff. I have it all on my phone, but I have nothing saved to like my desktop.
Oh, okay.
So
So
I
you
don't
just
know
need
how
to
to
send it,
link
just
it
send
all
it in
over.
an email or
Yeah.
or create a Dropbox folder and then it's there.
Yeah, I don't know how to do the Dropbox from my computer. And I know Bobby's thinking you're an idiot.
Well, how do you not, you download the app and then you log in just like you do on your phone.
Well, mine doesn't work because when you update stuff, I don't get the updates. So obviously I have something not right.
I love how you say, how do you not know?
I know,
Sorry.
because I don't.
Sorry.
I'm with you, Ashley. I'm with you all the way.
Sorry, when you were passing out brains for technology, I was off chatting with
I
somebody.
had to laugh. Sorry.
I'm sorry. That did come off very rudely, and I apologize.
You're good. I just don't. I love you.
So, okay, so I'll share a screen just to show you how you create. If you don't know how to create a folder, I will show you how to do that. So you click right on your desktop, and you'll get this view, sort by, paste, all that stuff. Click new, and then you click folder, and there it is. Bah. All I did was then you edit it and you add what you want in it. So if I wanted to go like here, this is exactly what I did. I went to Hydra Session. I right clicked on Hydra Session, what I want. I click copy. I go back to my folder. I right click again. I hit paste. And there it is. Okay. If you have stuff in Dropbox, so I don't know if you are logged in correctly. I can't guarantee that. But if you have Dropbox on your computer, and you can go in here and you have some file, you just find it right here. And anything that's in that file, you can do the exact same thing, right? But this way, you want to like actually download it onto you want to pull it up, and then you want to open. No, I do not want to rate, whatever. Okay, I want to open, hello. Okay, so open in Google Chrome, whatever. And then you're gonna download it and save it into that folder. Does that make sense? Right here. Right here is download. So then you download, and then you would find I have virtual beauty sessions. I would just save it right there. Does that help? Make sense or confuse you more?
I love you.
Okay, so I want you to look up here. How do you stop share? Do you see this red button here? Stop share. Can you see that?
No.
You don't see.
I don't
I
see.
think only you see it because you're sharing your screen. I saw
Okay.
it when I was sharing my screen.
Okay. So there's a button below the share screen on the top. You go up to the top, and it's really small, and you just hit stop share, and then it will immediately go to your like camera again. So okay. So any questions so far? Besides the whole Dropbox thing, Ashley, maybe you can try to log into the Dropbox and see if you can get into it. And if not, then you might have a different email that's like you didn't realize that it's one email and it's your Mary Kay email, and then you're trying to log in with your other email, and that's why you don't see anything. That happens a lot. So you've like created 2 Dropboxes with both emails. You just need to make sure that you're using the correct email.
Kimberly Hancock has her hand raised.
Okay. Kim, did you go over how you can see everyone on your phone so you can see everyone in the party? Oh yeah. Okay. So, on the top right, I don't know if you'll be able to see this. Okay, I'll share my screen one more time. Okay, so so going up here, oh, when I'm sharing the screen, it doesn't show it. Okay.
Yeah, but that,
Oh, wait. Okay, here, do you see this button where it says show grid view video?
right, but that's on your computer. So what I'm saying is say you have somebody who is using their phone, their mobile device, they don't have it up there. So somebody had mentioned, I tried it. Yeah, you just have to swipe. So when you're like, I'm on my phone and
Right.
the dots down at the bottom, you just have to swipe it as if you're swiping through looking at pictures. And that's where you can see everybody who
Oh, yes. Yeah.
having 2 people to 1 people. So that's what I was saying.
Yeah, I don't think on your phone there's a way that you can see the grid, because it
Yeah.
assumes that it's small enough, and so you would just have to swipe, but you can do the grid on your own. So now I clicked the grid, right? And so when I go back on here, I'll click the grid here, and that's how you guys can see everyone.
Right. Okay.
So you just click, it's up here on the right, and now I'm like, see how it says speaker view? You can't see that, but it says speaker view or grid view on the top right corner, and that's what I'm clicking on. So this says speaker view. So if you have any oh, it's 7 o'clock, I need to get off. So if you have the speaker view, then it's anyone that's talking, which is why you have to mute out, or then your video will show up, because it picks up background noise, even if you're just like moving your phone or whatever. Anyway, so just know that if you want to do speaker view, which is usually what people have because they want the main person that's talking on the main screen for the whole time. But if you want to, especially when we were chatting, I put us on gridlock so everyone could kind of see each other. So that's kind of the difference. Any last questions?
Okay, a couple of things that I wanted to show on Zoom training that I wasn't able to before is when you share the screen, the button is down here, and I wanted to show you how to record, which is just on this track right here. You just click this button and it will record the whole thing, and it will automatically send you an email to your email account that's attached to the Zoom, and you'll be able to click that, and I'll kind of show you that later. But I wanted to show you how you can show a video. If you wanted to do a marketing video or something else, you're going to click share screen and share. And this is obviously my video, my screen. So I'm going to go, and you can show any video that you want. We'll go to Amy Kemp's. And this is one thing that you might not realize. I played this and had to remember that I had to change the audio, because the audio is attached to something different. If I play this, they don't hear, even though you can hear it right now, they don't hear it on their end. And so what you need to do is you need to go down to, you actually need to go to your sound, and you need to change it to same as system. So you're going to click same as system, or select speaker, same as system, and you're going to click that. And then they'll be able to hear the music or the speaking of whatever video you're showing. So that's how you're going to show a video on the screen for a Zoom. If you want to go and get, I'm going to show you what the email link looks like. If you go to my last Zoom, you're going to click the cloud recording or your computer recording. But if you do cloud recording, to me, that's the easiest and best way. It'll give you these two different links. So you'll be able to say, it says for host only, click here. Share recording with viewers, click here. Now, I've shared this, but a lot of times it doesn't work, and then they need a password. So I always will click this first, and I'm going to show you what you can change on it to make it so it's easier to share. I'm going to paste that up here. And this is going to be okay, so now I'm here in the recording. This is where you change it, okay? You're going to, over here, click share, and then you see here. Now, normally what it's going to do, I already changed these settings, But normally when you click on here, this is what it's going to look like. And so the reason why you can't share, it's not publicly shared. So you're going to click this button and it will automatically turn that on. And then you're going to password protect. You want to turn that off so it doesn't have a password. And then all you have to do is copy to clipboard or just save this one link, and everyone that wants to will be able to watch it and they don't have to use a password. So those are the two things that you have to change to make that easier to do. Okay, one of the other things that I wanted to show you how to do is to automatically live stream. So you have to have the Pro Zoom account, or if you went onto the Working Live and you upgraded that way, then your account should look like this. You have the ability to have breakout rooms, but you have this more button right here. And so what you're going to do is you're going to click the more button. If you wanted to go live on Facebook, then you're going to click live on Facebook. And this is what it's going to look like. So it's going to pull up, and this is where you don't have to worry about it going on the wrong place. You still will have a choice. So you're going to, no, I do not want to go on my timeline. I want to go on a I want to go live on a group. So I'm going to share in a group, and I am going to put Angela's Aviators, my unit page, and then I'm going to click next. And then it's going to look like this up until the point that it will show your Facebook. And at that point, you need to go back to Zoom. So we're here. And I'm going to dismiss this, and then you can say what type, I'm just going to say, testing, and then I'm going to click go live. And it says, if you have a title, I'm going to go live anyway. Taking a second. It will look like this, and you'll wonder, is it showing, is it doing anything? And if you look, then I'm live right here. Okay, so to go back to Zoom, you're going to close it back out. And up there in the left corner, you'll be able to see that it says live on Facebook. Okay, and so you know that you're live on Facebook. Okay, so I'm going to stop the live stream. Okay, and if you were to go, say you want to go live on YouTube, you're going to do it the exact same way. I'm going to click my account. And you're going to have to allow. And then you're going to want to obviously, change the title to whatever it is. So I'm just going to click test. And you can either go public, unlisted, or private. So this is the settings that you would want. If you're going to want it where only someone with a link can do it, then you can do that. I'm going to do unlisted, and then you're going to click live. And here we are. So then to be able to see yourself, you're going to exit out of that, and then you're going to be live, and it will say live on YouTube. So that is how you
here we are.
go live.